Alright, I'm fine. Yeah, the story went on for a little bit too long yesterday, and I'm continuing it now. No need to stall or dilly-dally.
I'll have to work
Hope everyone's doing
overtime
good
to
today.
finish this mission report.
I don't know why, I'm so tired. I literally slept for so damn long last night. I actually got a proper night's sleep for once in my life.
You're here!
Okay, it's you. What can I do for you? So sure. The commissioner closed the case citing personal misconduct. I already found it strange and wanted to investigate further, but there's been a lot of obstacles. It's as if there's a hidden force that doesn't want me to get involved in this matter any further. Sounds suspicious. Yes, but it could also be my sensitive position. As far as I know, after the case was closed, the items left behind by Inspector Bringer were all sent to Hollow Special Operations processing. However, these items have already been screened within the Bureau, and there's nothing suspicious about them. If you're still worried, you can also go there later and ask. Also, my colleagues at PubSec, most of us have worked with Inspector Bringer to some extent, so they might know something. I'd love to investigate with you, but I've been busy lately. There's an organ trafficking case recently, and some other odd missing person cases as well. Alright, just let me know if you have any questions. Alright, asking around about the Bringer case. Hello, how can I help you? Did you know Bringer? You mean Inspector Bringer? Oh no, he's not Inspector anymore. I'm not very familiar with him, but I did help organize the things he left behind. Looking at it now, I guess they can be considered his estate. Is there anything special about them? Special? No. Just very ordinary things. However, I heard from other colleagues that Bringer had a notebook he never parted with. But I couldn't find this notebook in his belongings. It's probably lost somewhere. Anyway, everything has been sent to Hollow Special Operations. I think it was Section 6? Maybe it's because the higher-ups suspected there's a mole in PubSec. I got it. I'm betting it's a Bangoo. Anything. We don't read this. We don't read Bangoos. Do you know about Bringer? About Bringer? Wait, you're not a reporter, are you? Of course not. I'm just a curious citizen. Oh, good. Bosses told us not to talk about Bringer. Probably worried about reporters being careless with what they write. I really don't know why he turned out this way. He used to be a good person. Many years ago, after he came out of a hollow, his entire personality shifted. I thought it was because he was injured in the hollow, or had witnessed something terrible. That operation was very successful. He rescued many citizens from the hollow and emerged completely unscathed. How strange. Do you have any other information? I remember now. Seems like Bringer had memory issues for a long time. Always forgetting stuff. Back then, he even suggested he keeps a diary or something. Though I'm not sure if he even listens to us. Hey, welcome in. I don't know anything more than that. After inquiring around, you gathered a lot of information about Bringer. You shared the information with who you wanted, agreed to meet at Hollow Special Operations. Looks like I still need to check the items left by Bringer. Oh, the H-Zone now.
Today's training.
Okay. You're here. G1 has already told me about the current situation. We have already found all of Bringer's belongings. Nothing unusual so far. I already had a notebook. A notebook? I don't recall seeing one, but there are a few tapes recordings. Our colleagues have already listened to these tapes. They're just routine meetings, minutes and... Oh, they're just routine meeting minutes and similar recordings. Nothing out of the ordinary. After carefully inspecting the tapes, you find one that feels different from the rest. It seems a bit heavier. Do you need to play these tapes again? There shouldn't be any need for that. These recordings have already been reviewed by both Hollow Special Operations and PubSec, so there shouldn't be any issues. There's one that's heavier than the others. There might be something hidden inside. Indeed, the way this tape is different from the others. Let's take a closer look. Yes, walk over here to take a closer look. After carefully examining the special tape recording, you discover that there seems to be an encrypted message within. I see, this must be the reason for its weight. But how can we decrypt it? I can try to crack it. Then we'll leave it to you. What a banger. First time hearing this song. I just like the it didn't sound generic. You did it as expected. Looks like there's new content. Looks like there's new content that we can play on the tape now. That's interesting. I didn't know secret information could be hidden this way. What's secret? So Kaka wants to know. Vivian, are you nervous? I don't know. But I had a bad feeling about this. After all, he put so much effort into hiding it. There might really be an answer inside. You're right. No matter what, I have to face the truth.
All right, let's get started.
The cassette that Bringer left behind starts playing.
I'm probably not getting out of this hollow, but at least this tape recorder still works. Let's say these are my last words. I gave away my anti-corruption equipment to save those civilians, so I'm not in good shape.
Oh, sure, Bringer replaced.
Unfortunately, we came up against a horde of ethereals right after that. I rushed over to fight them off and tried to save the civilians, but in the thick of all the fighting, I turned back and realized that I was somehow alone. Nobody was behind me. Luckily, I managed to defeat the ethereals, but the wounds and corruption I sustained in doing so should be fatal. I don't mean to cast the blame at all here, and if any of my colleagues ever pick up this cassette, I hope that nobody is ever held accountable. It's just human. I just have a few regrets. Oh, what's that over there?
You hear a long, raspy, and creepy noise.
I've seen a miracle. Yes, that thing is right. So long as humanity is in constant conflict against the Hollows, we'll never be able to grasp true power. Only by embracing everything. It's the only way. Only by embracing this power can everyone survive.
Is this thing brainwashing you?
Creator, please grant me this.
The room is left in a complete silence as the cassette finishes playing. Jujuan particularly looks crestfallen.
Are you okay, Julian? Don't be so down.
Thanks. I'm okay. It's just... even though we had our suspicions, now that everything is out in the open, I can't help but feel a little... well, at least now I know the reason why he changed.
What did Bringer see during the recording? Whatever it was, he called it a miracle.
I saw the mission report from that incident. Bringer emerged from the Hollow unscathed, completely free from injury or corruption. Plus, I remember him rescuing a few civilians and walking out of the Hollow together with them.
But if that's the case, then it's at odds with the audio we heard. Which one is the true version of events?
It's possible that both are true. Like if Bringer actually met a real god that completely healed his...
So much. Why he started believing the Exaltists. Because he witnessed a miracle.
That sounds like a reasonable speculation at this point.
But it still exceeds the limits of what we know.
In any case, it's a clue that ultimately points to the Exaltists. I'll keep pulling this thread and see where it leads.
It's actually kind of crazy we're actually getting real backstory from Bringer and everything, actually giving you a reason why he actually turned into this.
I've been waiting for you for quite some time.
I literally didn't fucking see her. She scared the shit out of me. But yeah, it's actually really interesting because actually giving the characters actual motivations and real reasons to do things.
We meet again, Master Proxy. I imagine you've already managed to gain some info from the conspirators.
Sorry, I'm just trying to explain that. Typically, in a lot of games nowadays, or a lot of games that personally I play, I don't find a lot of villains' motivations to be actually, like, reasonable. But in this kind of sense, he was literally on death's door, saw a miracle, and kind of believed in, like, whatever came his way. And a lot of people do that in real life, so it's a legit thing.
About some people who wish to use sacrifice to launch an attack on New Eridu.
You sacrificed, like, now we're, okay. She knows a little bit about it.
So you know about that? I only just found out myself.
Because I've been watching you this entire time. I know many things. But unlike those hypocrites, I'm willing to share info with you to show my sincere hopes of working together. I need to find Bringer's belongings.
Bringer's belongings? Did he even leave anything behind?
Oh, he did. I have complete confidence in my intelligence network. All the more reason for you to work with me. You've probably already guessed, but what Bringer left behind will be crucial for cracking the alleged sacrifice attack. Find it, and we'll finally know what they are after.
Who do you mean by they?
The Exaltists, of course. They're always lurking whenever something related to sacrifice comes up. Actually, the Exaltists and I, we have a bit of shared history. But no more than that until you officially agree to work with me.
Alright, I agree to work with you.
Splendid. I like people who don't mess around. By the way, might I ask, you're not proficient at in-hollow combat, are you?
No, I can't fight.
As I expected. Not to worry. You're an invaluable proxy. All I require is for you to guide me. I mean, not even my darling Lord Phaethon can fight in the hollows.
She doesn't know. She doesn't know her Phaethon. But also, she watches for so long, she doesn't know her Phaethon. It's weird. But they're implying heavily that Weiser and Bell will, you know, get combat abilities later on in the future. And hopefully they become a unit. Kind of like HSR and Genshin have their main characters as units. It'd be cool to actually have like a build-up for ours.
Hang on. What did you just say? Your darling Lord Phaethon?
That's right. The best proxy in all of New Eridu. Lord Phaethon. Don't tell me you don't like him.
You might not believe this, but I'm actually Phaethon.
You're an outstanding proxy, that's true. But Lord Phaethon's a cut above. No one could ever replace Lord Phaethon. But I know how you feel. You're actually one of Lord Phaethon's fans too, aren't you? So he's your biggest role model in life and you hope to become just like him, right?
How should I put this? I'm not really a fan of Phaethon.
I get it. you're ashamed. Because you love him so much.
She's so
I
delusional.
went through a phase like that once. But it's okay to be brave and admit your love. Relax.
So annoying.
I'm with you as you make your journey, fellow fan.
After inexplicably joining Vivian's informal fan club, you listen to her go on about her love for Lord Phaethon for nearly an hour. I mean, we don't get her props much.
Oh my. Once I start talking about Lord Phaethon, I just can't help myself. Look at the time. I suppose that's all for today then.
Turned
I'll
into
be in
bleeding
touch
burden.
with more news.
I was so caught up chatting with a fellow fan that I almost forgot why I'm here. Found out why the remaining of the Bringer's belongings are left. They should be hidden in a hollow in the outer ring. I'll need to make some preparations. Let's meet up in Blazewood later. Don't worry, I'll protect you, Proxy. I won't let you get hurt. Speaking of, how did you know we were proxies? Because I gathered the information from my intelligence network, of course. Hugo. I may look this way, but I've got a pretty impressive job, and I know many secrets. Since we've agreed to work together, what's the deal with you and the elitist, Exaltus? I must follow the Exaltus schemes. Whatever they're planning, I'll stop them. This time, I actually cannot. Look, just think of this as a personal beef with the Exaltus. Whatever the case, we're on the same side here. It's getting late. I need to go back and make some preparations. See you in Blazewood. Vivian leaves in a hurry. She seems rather reluctant to discuss her relationship with the Exaltus in detail. Wise, are you sure you want to head straight into the hollow? Or should we use the old trick and connect Eos instead? That would be a bit safer. But if we connect to Eos, Vivian might recognize us. After all, she's our fan. Let's go in. You say so, Wise. Alright, but if anything happens, you have to stay safe. Are we not going to be using Eos anymore? It would kind of make the Bamboo Fall Guys exploration they added kind of useless. But they can find a way to put it in events and stuff. Even though we can stay in touch at all times, I'm still worried. I'll get myself out if anything happens. Vivian will protect me. I'll protect you too, Wise. If anything goes wrong, I'll get back up for you just right away. Alright, take a break for now. I'm waiting for Vivian to contact us. After some time, a message from Vivian arrives. Time to head to Blazewood and meet her. Oh, 2 seconds. Okay. What is it? Why would somebody be out here? Why would anyone be out here?
Proxy, you're here too.
I didn't expect to run into you here.
What are you two doing here? And what's with the new outfit, Ambi?
I'm here to investigate that incident.
You recall the incident you experienced with Ambi and Trigger. The relevant details has been recorded as tapes and logged into the video archive. If you have time, you should go and refresh your memories with them.
I've recently dug up some clues about the person behind the operation, but my key contact is ultra cautious and keeps demanding me to prove my identity. So, to gain her trust, I decided to meet her dressed like this. Now that everything is completely finished, this uniform doesn't really represent anything in particular. For me, it's just another outfit now. We all have to move on someday.
I like the frog
I'm
in here.
helping her. I want to make sure whoever's behind all this is caught.
It's so random.
And who's this young lady?
This is my friend, Vivian. We're here investigating a few things ourselves.
Ambi, one of the Cunning Hare's most powerful members. And Trigger, an Opal Squad sniper. It's an honor to make your acquaintance.
You know us?
Looks like someone's done our homework. Is it because of the proxy?
You two are practically celebrities. And because of my work, I've got loads of info when it comes to anyone with a name around New Eridu.
I see. Seems you're handling your work well.
Let's prepare to enter the Hollow. Unless you have any further questions, we'll be taking our leave now.
You're going into a hollow? Proxy, you plan on going in like that?
Yeah, that's right. I've recovered quite a bit.
Ambi and Trigger, who both noticed your signal and don't ask any more questions. Right at that moment, a rather familiar-looking lady appears. It's either of Bernice. Yeah, oh my god, what?
Aren't you that lady
The lady
from
from the auction?
before at the auction?
Hello. I didn't expect to see you again, young lady.
Hmm?
Vivian, are you alright? You look depressed.
What's wrong, Vivian? Are you feeling all right?
It's nothing. I just drifted off for a moment there. So then, what are you doing here?
Don't worry. I'm not here to scam you. I'm waiting to meet someone.
Don't tell me. You're my contact for intel?
That's me. Ambi from Silver Squad, I presume? Pleasure to meet you. All right. I'm going to exchange some information with Miss Ambi here. So if you'll excuse me.
Stan steps aside with Ambi as they discuss something. Meanwhile, you and Vivian look at Vivian with some concern.
You aren't looking so good. What's the matter?
I can tell you later, but not right now.
Okay, that's all the information I got for you. In return, I want you to do something for me. Take me into the Hollow. I left something very valuable inside. I have to find it.
Seeing as we were just about to go in ourselves, why not join us?
It's fine by me. But didn't you say you were investigating something?
It's fine. There's no rush. Right, Master Proxy.
Huh? Yeah, there really is no rush. Sure, let's all go together.
It'll be safer with more people, and we'll find your missing item more quickly.
Thank you.
How does a team of Ambi, Vivian, and Trigger work? Like, why didn't you suddenly decide to help Sienna? I thought you didn't like her. Proxy, do you believe in fate? I believe what you said before about the Chosen One. You still remember that? That was about something else. Proxy, No, it's nothing. Let's hurry and head to the Hollow. Hello? Can you not run up to me like that? Cool. Interesting content. Do your thing. Oh my god, please! Let's have this shit happen more often. That's cool.
Recalibrating. You're cornered.
I'm on it.
Ether vision activate.
Right on cue.
Time to pin him down. You're in my sights. Adjusting for wind.
In position. Wide open.
I'll pierce right through.
Now it's my turn to ask questions. What exactly is it that you're investigating?
Since you're familiar with the name Silver, then you should know that it shouldn't exist anymore.
Engaging head-on. Ether vision activate.
A sound strategy. What I'm investigating has something to do with it.
Show no mercy.
It's time. Mind the blind spots.
Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill. Time to kill.
Loyalty.
You're in my sights. Quick shot.
Move behind me.
What you deserve. I'll pierce right through.
Proxy, let's use that fissure to head to the next location.
Make sure there's no chests around.
This is the place.
So, what is it that you're looking for?
A ring. I was excavating ether here before and accidentally lost it somewhere. Please, could you all help me find it?
It's so hard to find.
It has to be somewhere among all this stuff here.
Sure, I'll start looking.
I'll go with you.
I'll stay here with her then.
Thanks, but you don't have to worry about me. Go ahead and accompany the others. I'm sure it'll be faster that way. And sorry for wasting your time like this.
Just learn to do a
I know
trap.
it
What are you
might
doing?
Sounds strange, but I'll be so happy if my daughter grows up to be capable like you.
Do you remember the legendary artist mentioned by the host during the previous auction? Unrecognized during his lifetime, his works were discovered by art collectors after his death and became hugely popular. Sounds like quite the nice story, right? In reality, these art collectors are to blame for his death. They're just killing out artists left and right. What's happening in this game? Those pompous big shots discovered his talent and even wanted him to create forgeries of famous works. Someone as proud as him would never agree to such a thing. Not only did he refuse, he also wanted to expose their schemes. And some days later, he suddenly took his own life. I knew him. He would never do something like that. Those big shots silenced him. How do you know all of this? Because that legendary artist was my husband, and you were his father. My condolences. Thank you, but I might not need it anymore. So what exactly are these big shots you're talking about? Given the circumstances, it's fine to tell you. It's the Ravenlock family. The matter I just discussed with Miss Amby is also related to them. The collectible you asked me to bid on earlier, I should probably return it to you. Don't worry about it. But isn't your husband's final work? It's fine. Our bond doesn't need to be anchored to any object, and I don't need these works to remember him. It's much better off in your hands than someone like Hartman's. Proxy, may I speak with Miss Sienna alone for a moment? Of course. Vivian and Sienna step aside and discuss something in private. Alright. Regarding the matter of finding the ring, I'm entrusting it to you. It's my wedding ring. I will be extremely, extremely grateful to you. You mean this wedding ring right here? You found some food left in the hollow for unknown reasons. Clearly there's no sign of the ring Sienna looking for among these items. Proxy, if you're hungry, I brought some food with me. Thanks, I'm not hungry. Do I really want to eat those leftovers? Okay, you can't eat those, even if you're starving.
There's leftover food here. I don't want to imagine what's inside the bag.
Neither do I.
Definitely not a burger. Yeah, I was expecting enemies to pop up randomly, but they did not. You find a plush toy. After squeezing and kneading it thoroughly, you realize it doesn't have what you're looking for. No one would hide a ring inside the stuffing of a plush toy, right?
A ring hidden in it.
It's pretty cute.
Let me see if I can get that chest over. You find a lunchbox. After bracing yourself, you crack it open and peek inside. Whether lucky or unlucky, the box is empty. No one would put a ring in a lunchbox. It would spoil the taste. Is that the main concern?
It's a fancy lunchbox?
I wonder if its owner is safe and sound.
You find some scattered oil barrels. After carefully searching, you find nothing resembling the ring inside them. But Sienna actually wants to find this so-called ring. What do you mean? She said she's looking for the wedding ring, but she also said she doesn't need any objects to remember her husband. Exactly. Her story kind of contradicts herself, just leading us to a trap, I feel. We've been searching here for so long and found nothing at all. Maybe the ring never existed in the first place. It was just an excuse. Let's go back.
What's wrong, Vivian? You've seemed worried for a while now.
Recalibrating.
I'm worried about Sienna.
Her location should still be safe.
Why didn't Andy zip over?
I hope so.
Adjusting for wind.
I need to have Trigger in training mode for a while, so I need to figure out how she fully works. Sometimes I'm able to get a quick assist. Sometimes I'm not able to get the quick assist. Bro. Why she pose like a family, like she did in Family Guy? What's happening? Bro, I'm so unsurprised by this character, dude. By the time you return, you discover Sienna with her eyes closed peacefully.
Her vital signs are gone.
Hello, wait.
What happened?
I guess this was her final scam.
Shortly before.
There's one thing I must remind you. Your time is running out.
I'm not sure how you can tell, but you're right. I'm going to die in here. That's my plan.
Why would Vivian continue going with her plan if she told her
I'm very
that's her plan?
sick and don't have much longer. If I try to get treatment, it'll just be a burden on my daughter. So I scam my way through a bunch of physical exams and managed to take out a hollow corruption policy through Ravenlock Insurance.
So if you die in the hollow, your daughter is able to
Some
pay.
time
Oh
has
my god.
passed. Could you please take my corrupted body out of the hollow? That will secure a generous compensation package for my daughter. It's only what the Ravenlocks owe me. A pity, yes. But it's the only way I can squeeze it out of them.
What makes you think that will help you?
I just trust you will. I'm just awfully sorry you had to get involved in this. But it's something I must do.
Is she crying because she can see the future?
I have to leave something behind for my girl. I have to give her a chance at life. If it's okay, could you also please pass a message to Mira for me? Tell her, don't worry. Even if Mommy's body is corrupted, withers away, and turns to dust, my love for you will always be there. Thank you. You're a good kid.
She was betting that we'd help her.
So, you were aware of this the whole time?
Man, Vivian and Hugo
Yes.
have parent issues.
Because I saw it.
Vivian falls silent for a moment, as if recalling the memory of back when she started to shed tears in front of the Shana.
You might not believe me, but I've had this ability to see the future since I was a little girl. But the things I see are always something bad. Plagues, deaths, disasters. That's all I've ever been able to see.
That would definitely give her the
It's
jaded
all that
personality.
kid's fault.
She's seriously jinxed.
I always try to avoid her. Otherwise, she'll say something rotten that ends up coming true again.
Prophecies, she says. Like she's not the one bringing the bad luck upon us.
It wasn't me. I didn't do anything. Sorry. I'm sorry.
What good is saying you're sorry? Things like this keep happening every time you open your mouth.
How unlucky. She shouldn't be here. Nobody wants her around.
If only she would just disappear.
I just wanted to warn you all. I'm sorry.
She's over here trying to help people out, and they're really just demonizing her. Shit, this reminds me of freaking Toga from My Hero Academia. And the whole reason why they've created like the fucking League of Villains or whatever it was called. Society just sees their powers, says they're evil, looks down upon them, and like basically labels them as just pieces of shit, villains, and not even giving them a chance to actually, prove themselves or have a chance to live their lives the way they want to live their lives. After recounting the stories of her past, Vivian stays silent for a long time, as if struggling to break free from the shackles of those dark memories.
Every time. In the end, there's nothing I can change. Sometimes I even wonder whether it's me predicting these things, or if my very existence is manifesting these calamities.
She's just believing what other people tell her.
Vivian, it's not your fault.
You were just trying to be kind and warn them about impending disasters.
I can tell it's never been easy for you.
Thank you. No matter what, just hope she finally gets to rest in peace. I hope no misfortune, whether I foresee it or not, ever happens to anyone.
So, Miss Vivian, do you always cry when you have prophecy? Yes. Every time a prophecy appears, I can't help but shed tears. Bars! I used to wonder if I could just hold back the tears, then maybe these bad things wouldn't happen. But I just can't do it. No matter how hard I try, I just can't. You're being too hard on yourself. Vivian falls silent for a moment, seemingly unwilling to continue the topic. Sheena said that the compensation from the Ravenclaw family's hollow corruption insurance is enough to settle her daughter Mira for life. Though it's hard to imagine the notoriously stingy Heartland engaging in such a money-losing business. Yeah, I think so too. Actually, there have been rumors that the Ravenlock family have fallen out of favor with Topps for a while now. That's why they've become so desperate, afraid of being abandoned by the mighty Topps. Xena is actually a skilled intelligence broker. She retired from the business a while ago. I see. No wonder she was able to gather classified information. She said she tried many ways, but everything was useless against the untouchable Ravenlock family. She still couldn't avenge her lover. But I believe everything she did was meaningful. The same goes for you, Miss Vivian. Everyone, it seems there are ethereals nearby. It's not safe to linger. Let's keep moving forward.
Roxy, do you believe that the future can be changed?
That's quite the sudden question. I think that it can.
Is that so?
Peek!
Yeah.
I just finished the running animation. She spins. Cool.
Yeah.
I thought I saw it earlier, but
In my
I didn't know I'd
memories,
make her do it.
this has happened countless times already. Why can I only see these misfortunes? Why can't I even have a sliver of happiness?
Adjusting for wind.
I'm on it.
Why didn't it trigger crossbow?
Increase firepower. That was easy. Sound strategy. Time to pin them down.
Off balance.
You're up.
Copy. Roxy, the fissure that we're looking for is up ahead.
She's so awkward to use, not gonna lie. I mean, I just don't want to stop the stream for a second, but I have to read. Okay, for jumper stance. Okay, cool. TC firing when attacked by an enemy trooper will automatically evade. This effect can be triggered once every 8 seconds. When you continuously fire, you can drag the stick to adjust your position to left or right back, automatically evading attacks or adjusting position when about to be hit will trigger a perfect dodge, followed by an automatic charge counter. After releasing, a step back, ready the weapon on which a finishing move, next sniper stance, invulnerable during the charge counter and finishing move. The continuous firing or the charge counter hit an enemy trigger against 25 purge up to a maximum 100 purge. So you hit them 4 times and they get 100 purge. When the finishing move hits an enemy, it triggers quick assist of the previous character in the squad. Finishing move can only be triggered through this method once every 25 seconds. Okay. When trigger has purge, use other active characters in the squad to hit the enemy with a basic attack, dodge counter, special attack, dash attack, or Pt3 purge. Same thing for the Tartarus version. Okay. Yeah, same thing as the other one. Cool. Is he gonna get anything crazy from this? Okay. So what's our trade? Okay. No.
Here. Move behind me. Copy.
Check the animation.
Here. Ether vision activate. In position. This bullet will reach its mark. Flip the switch. Time to pin them down. Wide open. Show no mercy. Now you pay. Fire support ready. It's time. A perfect conduit. Support in position. Off balance. You're in my sight. What? Dissolve. Show no mercy. I think it's about time.
We should take that lady out of the hollow. You guys go on.
Thank you.
She gave us the intel we needed, so this is the least we could do. I hope everything else goes well for you.
Trigger Nambi leave.
Master Proxy, is there anything you'd like to know? You can just ask.
About your prophecies of disaster. Let's wait until you feel comfortable.
I'm curious about your story, Vivian, but we can talk more once you feel ready. Don't worry, I'm very patient.
You're the first person to ever say that to me. I'd be happy to share my story with you. These premonitions I see are not within my control, and they always come to me in a flash, like a flood of images in my mind. Most of the time, I see death, disease, accidents, and disasters. Of course, there are also some non-fatal mutilations, but every time, without exception, they end up happening. And I can never prevent or change them. That's all I have to say about it. If that offends Master Proxy and you don't want to hang out with me anymore, then I can understand.
Why would I be offended? That's just who you are, Vivian. Besides, we're friends.
I've always considered this ability as a curse.
It's not a curse. Actually, I think you've been given a gift.
Thank you. Really. Well, it's getting late. Bringer's belongings ought to be around here somewhere. Let's take a closer look.
Why'd you get that energy? She's not gonna be using it. Give that energy to Wise. Found it. The vending machine. Bringer's belongings are probably stashed away in here. Why the vending machine? That's the intelligence I got. Maybe Bringer thought this was a good spot. Anyway, let's look around first. You search the vending machine up and down, but nothing. Found nothing.
Looks like it isn't in here.
No, blind. Streamer's blind. No, this blind. I knew it. There might be other vending machines nearby. This should be the one. Bring his belongings. What could they be? You search the vending machine in front of you, thoroughly. Still nothing.
Strange. There's nothing in here.
They gave us that Hugo fight. They had to give us like a 1 segment of fighting with Vivian. Proxy, I have a feeling. Bringer's belongings are definitely inside this vending machine in front of us. Is this a prophecy? No. I've never predicted anything good. Anyways, let's search it thoroughly. You carefully search the vending machine and still find nothing. Just as you're about to give up, you kick the vending machine, but by accident. Where a drink would normally roll out, a worn-out notebook appears instead. What's going on with the hair? Is it purple and white? In like different areas to make it look like lighter? It's different colors of purple. Weird. Wow. That's for Proxy. So this is how it's done. Your league's the head of professional intelligence brokers. Yeah, I meant some damn duties. No! Can I watch him? Can I just watch him? Oh! Huh! Bringer's notebook, old and worn looking, it seems to have a lot of locations of interest marked down.
This is it. This notebook is what Bringer left behind. But I don't know what these markings on it mean.
You and Vivian flip through the Bringer's notebook together, ignoring the surrounding dangers for some time, until the shrieks of ethereal suddenly ring out nearby. However, a moment later, a strange yet familiar figure materializes to block the ethereals, disposing of it with ease.
Well, hello, Master Proxy. It's been a while. Oh, don't give me that scandalized look. I did just save your lives.
He's giving me Sebastian Michaelis vibes. I need to figure out who Hugo's voice actor is. Why is there no English voice actor on his wiki? Kirk Thornton, potentially? Second one of days, book assist. So I'm looking for a role that I actually recognize him in. Like, I can, like, think of the character. Oh, he's Igor in Persona. Cool. Wow, looking at all these titles, I literally don't watch or do anything when it comes to media. It's actually kind of insane how many things that, like, people tell me I should watch or should have got into that I didn't. Or it's like an actual character from something that I have watched, but I don't recognize. Saïx from Kingdom Hearts 3. Okay. Okay. My brain can kind of rationalize that. He's Gabumon. Hey, Tai. That's not nice, Tai. That's actually kind of ridiculous. He's Potemkin? Jubei? The range on this person. Okay, I'm done looking. He's done like 803 rolls on that one page. I can scroll through there forever, and I can see most characters I don't know.
I would have protected the proxy even if you hadn't appeared.
I'm sure of it, but I happen to be in the area. Worry not, dear companion. I have complete confidence in your strength.
Wait a minute, companion? So you two know each other?
Hang on. Did you say companion? So you two know each other?
Apologies. I didn't have a chance to mention it before.
You said
I'm actually part of the Phantom Thief Syndicate, Mockingbird.
That's right. I was only able to slip in during the auction thanks to some help from Vivian backstage.
So the whole time you were only bidding on the collections so you could get backstage and tamper with things?
I warned you before. You can't rely on appearances.
Don't worry, Master Proxy. We don't have any ulterior motives here. As you've probably heard, Mockingbird is a renowned phantom thieves syndicate in New Eridu that, despite its longevity, has managed to maintain the secrecy of its members' identities to this day.
I like how they're neutral / evil leaning, but they are strictly neutral towards Proxy for now.
So, disclosing our identities to you is essentially the highest sign of good faith that a Mockingbird phantom thief can show.
Kind of makes sense, but Lycon said...
But Lycon said that you're very dangerous, and we should be careful.
Then I imagine he's also told you about some of our past. And I'm sure you know that in a complex situation like ours, you shouldn't listen to either side over the other. Mockingbird's purpose is very simple, really. To form long-standing and cooperative relationships with outstanding proxies like yourself.
We need your abilities.
Before you make any decisions, please allow me to briefly explain the concept behind the Mockingbird Syndicate. We all know there isn't anything in this world that's fair. A prime example being the uneven distribution of wealth. People from tops splurge on luxurious collectibles, while the poor have to gamble with their own lives just to get by.
Robin Hood.
Of course. Besides wealth, there's also an unequal distribution in this world of happiness and suffering, hope and despair, love and hate. It's all just so unfair. Somebody has to do something to tilt the balance of the scales. And thus Mockingbird was born. We take from those who have far more than they deserve and give it to those who deserve to have more. If you ask me, that's enough to be considered a form of justice.
I don't really agree with this form of justice.
No matter. Words inherently come with limitations. I intend to let my actions do all the talking. However, aside from these philosophical considerations, we also have a crisis on our hands to deal with. As you know, the Exaltists are plotting to use the power of sacrifice to launch an attack on all of New Eridu. We can provide you with all the latest intel, just like that notebook you found. Something those pompous housekeepers would never be willing to do. And the most crucial part of this whole game, the sacrifice core, is currently in my possession. I think that makes this a highly competitive deal. We share the same goal for the moment. Stopping the impending disaster from playing out.
To think about it.
How about this? If you still have misgivings about our upcoming cooperation, then why don't you bring Lycon along with you? He's got the support of the mayor's office behind him, and his presence alone is enough to keep me in check. That would put you more at ease, right? Of course, you're welcome to bring some other friends along, provided they aren't from public security or HSO.
Well, if that's the terms, you got a deal.
Well, if you're willing to let my friends come along, then you've got a deal.
Great. It's a deal. By the way, Proxy, this is for you.
A collectible gift by Vivian. It looks like an expensive and exquisite piece of art. but it seems hollow inside. Might that mess with its value? Is this what he got? Is this what you got for Sienna?
Consider it a souvenir commemorating our first time working together.
For now, we'll carefully look through the contents of that notebook. I'll contact you if anything comes up.
After leaving the Hollow, Hugo and the others returned to the video store. Dog, I'm Hugo. It's tall as hell. Let's do the test. How fast is he? This is important because when he comes out, it'll determine if I actually use him on the main field. 1. Didn't get running start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Almost 13? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 11 Mississippi. Okay, it's 11. It's around 11. I think Lycone's around 11 as well. And Lycone's the fastest character in the game. Since we're already at the video store, should we ask Master Proxy to recommend some films? My apologies, everyone, but I need to take my leave and go take care of my art gallery now. So you actually own a gallery? I also need a convenient social identity for various reasons. The title of gallery owner works quite well. Alright, I'll stay with Master Proxy for a bit longer. But Hugo, you've been oddly busy lately. You're not hiding something from me, are you? Well, shortly before. Why does he look like BB No Money? Well. If it isn't our dear collector, Mr. Hugo. Long time no see. I assume you finished the task I asked you to do, yes? Done as promised. I've already found buyers for the goods you gave me. No shortage of big names along them. Of course, I've also recommended your gallery to those instructed, and spread the word about it in the circle. But getting rid of all those exquisite stuff you're not in trouble, are you? If you had funding issues, I'm also your guy. I've got friends who offer loan services. Thank you for your concerns, but my cash flow is very healthy, and I have more than just you as my middleman. In essence, I'm just looking to boost my gallery's reputation in the scene. I see. Those rare pieces in your collection definitely caught a few eyes. I'm sure they're all looking forward to collaborating with you. Thank you for the kind words. Alright, it's getting late. I should head off now. See you next time. Now, time to find that guy. I remember him mentioning that he would dress up in something more presentable this time. I like how they put the sepia filter on. Shouts the past. When the musician's third string breaks, the gatekeeper whispers to me, in which hand hides the coin for the underworld ferryman. The left hand holds death, the right hand holds deception, but the raven has already flown away with the answer. I can't get over the embarrassment every time I say this. It's quite poetic, isn't it? The meeting with Hartman has been scheduled. He'll be waiting for you in that same private suite. Or should I say, waiting for Hugo, the renowned collector and gallery owner. Thanks. I know I can count on you. Still, I have to ask, you're not looking to make the Ravenlocks your enemy, are you? And if I say I am, not like I can stop you anyway. You've already caused a scene at the auction, that Robe of Heroes stunt. I can't believe you came up with that. Hartman's been on the move lately. That organ trafficking case from before is linked to him too. I also heard that they're dropping big money on some kind of drug research. The Ravenlocks have always been a bunch of cold-hearted bastards, doing all kinds of messed up things that make your blood boil and sweep everything under the rug with money and power, leaving the victims with no justice. But Hartman, he's the worst of the bunch. Rumor says that he personally took out the previous heir and clawed his way to the throne. I know. Relax. I don't plan on clashing with him head on. Previous heir, huh? I wonder what the previous heir was. You better not. I don't want to witness Mockingbird's folly of trying to crack a stone with an egg. I prefer to see it as more of a gambit. I can never win an argument against you anyways. Don't forget, the Ravenlock family's in bed with those Exaltus lunatics. Who knows what awful scheme they've been cooking up lately. In any case, as your old friend, I sincerely wish you all the best. Thank you. By the way, how is Lycon doing lately? I haven't seen him in a while. What? I know you two split up, but it's been years. Are you still not over it? Don't know. Don't care. Is there something else? I'll get going now. Alright, fine. Good luck. Students nearby seem to be having an intense discussion, and you hear a familiar name. So that Mockingbird Phantom Thief syndicate only looks flashy, but hasn't actually accomplished anything, right? Taos remains unshakable, and those big families are just a step away from getting in total control. It's possible that even the mayor can't keep them in check. But does the mere existence of the Mockingbirds serve as some kind of warning? Every time they release a crime warning letter, fear erupts among the evildoers. It's like the Phantom Thieves sending the freaking I forget what it's actually called in the game. When they send a letter addressing somebody, they're about to steal their heart. Really? But what can they actually change? In the end, it's probably just a game. To the big shots, Mockingbirds is like a fly. Annoying, but not deadly. So they just let it be. So what do you think should happen? If you ask me, you have to dismantle everything from within if you truly want change. Without power or influence, it's all futile. The first step should be accumulating resources by any means necessary, and if possible, joining Taos. After all, to establish a new order, the old one must be demolished, just like how creation requires destruction. That sounds exactly like something a villain would say. If it's really possible to join Taos, many would probably defect immediately. True. Who would turn down money? It's almost time for the meeting with Hartman. Time to go. Oh, I can't wait to see this short asshole. Oh, never mind. We're going to be in the suite. Your invitation has been confirmed. Esteemed guests, would you like to enter the private suite now? Oh, I'm thinking of Perlman. You the one who has business with Master Hartman? Correct. Master Hartman's time is extremely valuable, and he has graced you with this meeting amid his busy schedule. I sincerely hope you bring something substantial to the family. So we're gonna skip over the fact that he had a tiny-ass mask on, totally concealing his identity. Worry not. I stand here precisely because I have enough leverage.
Will you work with me?
Not bad. Let me be honest with you. I have the sacrifice core that you're after. I am Mockingbird.
So it's you. I never thought you'd be so bold as to come see me alone.
Relax.
Hartman should have been like, no duh.
As you know, if I can sneak into such a heavily guarded auction, then naturally, I can just as easily slip away right now. I'm here with the sincere intention to seek cooperation. I can give you that sacrifice core.
And what do you want in return?
Wealth, glory, power. The things everyone else in the world wants, I want them too. And I'm confident that as the current heir to the Ravenlock family, those are all things you can give me.
Then you've certainly come to the right place. My family is working on a big project. If things come to fruition, Ravenlock's status in Tops will significantly improve. At which point, I'll be sure to leave a spot for you. Naturally, as an outsider, you're precluded from handling any of our core business. But profits from the scraps alone will be enough to set you up for life.
Mr. Hartman, I think you've misunderstood me. I have no intention of joining the Ravenlock family. In fact, I have an art gallery under my name that does pretty well for itself. I was hoping you could recommend me for Tops.
You want to join Tops? That's easier said than done. Even for a family like ours, it would still require significant effort and...
Just answer me yes or no. I don't think either of us can afford to waste time.
I understand. Yes, you have my word. But in exchange, you'll have to give me the sacrifice core first.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't. I've already hidden it somewhere safe, a place nobody else but me knows. You don't want to put all your chips on the table when dealing with Tops. I know that far too well.
Then that means I also need to keep an eye out when working with the infamous Mockingbird, right?
Mr. Hartman, I should remind you that I stand before you undisguised. Coming from a phantom thief who's never publicly revealed his identity, shouldn't that be sufficient assurance? If I betray you, then you merely need to lift a finger to wipe me from the face of this world.
You do make a valid point there. In that case, you have a deal.
I appreciate your trust.
Why don't we celebrate our new partnership with a toast?
Hartman calls over the waiter and pours out 2 glasses of some expensive-looking deep crimson liquid. He lifts his glass and nods to Hugo before draining it with 1 gulp. Hugo flashes a smug grin as he follows suit and takes a gulp.
Having a drink before undertaking anything important is a family tradition. It's good luck.
As an outsider, it's a real honor.
By the way, you aren't the only member of your organization, are you? Shouldn't all your companions agree to this deal first?
You don't have to worry about that. I'll make sure she agrees. Otherwise, I'll get rid of her too.
Seems you'll do whatever it takes to get things done. Great things lie ahead for someone like you. All right, let's leave it at that for today. I'll contact you about what to do next.
That's him! He's the one who killed Serena!
She was the only one who was ever any good to him, right? That's how he repays her?
That's why they say once a mongrel, always a mongrel. Just look into his eyes.
Father! We have to punish him! Serena had been ranking ahead of him. Hugo must have poisoned her water so he could pass her.
Pure evil. Typical for an impure bloodline. He should have been kicked out ages ago.
Hugo, did you do all this?
Yes, it was me. I killed her.
He admitted it! Father, he must be expelled. He has no right to live under the same roof as us.
Why don't we reunite him with Serena then? Nobody would ever know.
Hugo, well done. My children, how many times have I told you before? In this world, only the most ruthless, cruel, and unscrupulous of people ever make it to the top. Like Hugo here, who is willing to murder his only true loved one without a second thought. Only someone with the means and the gumption to do that is qualified to be my heir.
But I...
It's all over now, and the results are obvious. The winner of this month's assessment is Hugo. As for the rest of you, go to the usual place for the punishment you deserve.
The usual place? Oh, shit.
Father! Before this, I was number one.
As I've told you before, there's only room for one winner in this family. You're still a loser, even if it's by the smallest margin. And there's no reason for a loser to exist. This is all for your own good. Do you understand? Go on now. Receive your punishment for the sake of the family.
Yes, I understand. I'm sorry.
This could lead to just a whole different faction that's out after Hugo. That's crazy.
That really brought up some unpleasant memories. It won't be long. Soon, it'll all be over.
On the other side, after Hugo leaves. Proxy, you look like you have something to say. About that chosen one. Well, the truth is, we've always wanted the chance to work with you. Hugo said you're the best proxy he's ever met. The chosen proxy, in other words. Chosen one. Fine, I believe you. By the way, are you free now? If you're not busy, would you mind taking a walk outside with me? Anywhere's fine. You arrive at Luna Square with Vivian. Like when we go to the ballet tower.
Escorting me here, Proxy.
They always end up here.
Today was quite eventful. If I were to head back now, you're a child that only brings misfortune.
That was a strange
People
cut.
have been saying that about me for a long time.
That's why I have to walk with them. So they can get all their voice lines out.
I used to feel hurt and resentful. But now that I think about it, it's perfectly normal for people to react that way.
Also, I was looking at this earlier. What are her shoes? Oh, I thought they said things on them. Those are cool. It's freaking glowing, dude. Is it just because it's look at the street over there? Is it just because it's night? Because it's glowing, actually.
Why do I only predict suffering? If I could predict happy things, joyful things, would people like me a little more? Maybe fate truly is set in stone. Often, I want to help these people avoid their miserable fates. For a time, I even thought that I was successful, that I could change people's destiny. But it was all an illusion. In the end, I couldn't do anything at all. So, I was really happy when you said that my abilities weren't a curse, but a gift. Thank you, Proxy. I'm so glad to have met you.
Alright.
And you're
Nice meeting you,
also a
friend.
fan of Lord Phaethon. It's like we were fated to meet. I don't know why, but I feel completely at ease when I'm by your side. I feel like I'm free from... Like, I don't need to worry about anything, and can just be my own true self. Perhaps people really do possess an aura, and ours just so happen to be extremely compatible.
If you say so.
By the way, you asked me before about Hugo. I don't really know much about him. He rarely ever talks about his past. But judging from his eye colors, you can guess he's probably the bastard son of a renowned family. I think his mother was very worried about his different colored eyes, and even wanted to get rid of him at one point. But then his family offered a huge price and bought him off his mother for some reason. And just like that, he moved from a leaky and drafty boarding room to a luxurious mansion. But he's also mentioned that the extravagant home is actually like hell for him. I think it's probably because the family treats him terribly. I digress. He ran away and ended up meeting Lycon and his master. After that, they formed Mockingbird together and experienced a rare period of happiness. Until Lycon's betrayal.
So, what's your take on
She doesn't know
Hugo?
like one side is wrong.
I imagine I would still be wandering around now if I had never met him. To me, Hugo is just like an older brother. I've always felt as though he's carrying some heavy burden with him. But that's a secret he's kept to himself. Something he'll never tell me. Sometimes when I look into his eyes, I can feel that he's really struggling with something. Even though he may say some extreme things, Hugo really isn't a bad person. I think one day he'll tell me his secret. Until then, I just have to wait. Wait and trust him.
After chatting for a while, you say goodbye to Vivian. It's getting late. Time to head back to the video store and get some proper rest. Why has Vivian contacted us? She said you'll be investigating the Hollow tomorrow. Besides her, Hugo and Lycon, Andy, whom we recommended before, will also be joining this operation. She'll explain the details when she comes to pick you up at the video store tomorrow. But, are you still planning on heading straight into the Hollow, like you did the last few times? I'm used to it. Vivian, Alright, With so many friends around this time, you should be in good hands. I'll wait for you at home. Then, no matter what happens, remember, safety first. Now let's get some rest. After a good night's rest, the next morning arrives as promised. Devs, please, in the future, can we have like a system where we can get out of these stories? Just have a button, like how we have all the times we press a D-pad or something, or touchpad, and we just choose to leave the quest. Because yesterday I was trying to do portrait stuff, but I was stuck in quest. Good morning, Proxy. Long story short, we analyzed the location marked in Brinker's notebook and found no pattern between the coordinates, but they all seem well hidden. People suspect that we might find something snatched at the coordinates, but it's unclear whether it'll be pleasant or terrifying. In any case, we need to investigate. Our destination today is the Ballet Twins. Let's head there together. Am I gonna need to put a jacket on or something? I'm freaking shivering.
It appears we're the first to arrive. I thought we were running late. This might sound weird, but it's nice to think about getting to work with you from now on. I don't really know why that makes me feel so happy. Oh, it's because we're fellow fans! Anyone who likes Lord Phaethon can't be a bad guy.
You're right.
Of course, Lord Phaethon is the greatest there will ever be, but you're definitely the best proxy I've ever met in person. Hugo told me before that you're really skilled, and he said we'd get along great. I never expected he'd be so right. Oh, by the way, would you like to come by my place if you have time later? I have a huge collection of Lord Phaethon merch.
Does Phaethon really have merch? We're not getting royalties?
Phaethon, Lord Phaethon doesn't have any merch out there, right? I mean, we don't even know what he looks like, for starters.
It's all my own original merch. Like screenshots of old internet comments. I print them out and turn them into postcards. Plus the avatars Lord Phaethon's used, the music playlists they recommend. I've organized it all. I'd love to show it all to you if we get the chance.
I appreciate that. Yes, please do.
I'm really curious to see all that. Please be sure to show me.
Splendid! Let's book a time and you can come by my place and see all my Lord Phaethon merch! Speaking of which, what's taking those two so long? Hugo said he had some preparations to do before entering the Hollow. I wonder how that's coming along.
I can't wait for a Phaethon crash out. Meanwhile, Hugo's preparing for the upcoming operation in another part of Lumina. Same routine, shopping first. About time to stock up on chocolates anyway. Is that the jerk? Rations, bottled water, and those chocolate coins. I'll take all of them in a bag. Thank you. At this moment, a familiar figure appears. Hugo? Oh, what a coincidence. I didn't expect to see you here. Evidently, I didn't expect it either. Otherwise, I would have chosen a different store. Are you preparing for the operation? Are you blind? Oh, by the way, thank you for joining us this time and leading my combat and lending your combat prowess. If you could also refrain from revealing our secret to your dear master, that would be perfect. The manager went over this with me. You have made. Jesus Christ. The manager went over this with me. You have my word that as long as our actions do not cause harm. You have my word. that as long as your actions do not cause harm, I will keep everything secret. How awfully kind of you. Alright. I'm short on time, so I'll be off now. Enjoy your shopping. This is stinking asshole. What are you looking at? Scroll on Instagram in mid-daylight, dude? In broad daylight? JC Penney's? Emergency medications need restocking too. Just stick to the ones I'm used to. At this moment, a familiar figure appears once again. You know what, like one? If I were in your shoes and foresaw an awkward encounter with a former partner, I'd choose to go away. Time is short. It is the only pharmacy around. Besides, I don't see any need to avoid you. Ooh. Lycone's putting it all on Hugo. It's all Hugo. It's all Hugo. Lycone is willing to patch it up and, see eye to eye and, talk about the past and shit. But Hugo is really just aggro.
This is getting to be more than just a coincidence, don't you think? Or perhaps you are actually stalking me.
If I was stalking you, you wouldn't ever know.
Overconfident as always. You haven't changed at all.
We just make it a habit to check the state of our weapons prior to combat.
Thanks for that little reminder. I almost forgot.
I didn't expect you to let me join.
What else could I do? Master Proxy would have insisted on having you join us. I never expected for us to have a chance to enjoy some pleasant conversation like this. Without our weapons drawn, that is. I still remember when we first established Mockingbird.
Indeed. That was a long time ago.
They could both reminisce at least.
Thankfully, Jack went in peace.
He must have known about his condition for some time. He even left us with instructions. Passing peacefully in your sleep is the most natural way to go. I'm happy for him. By the way, Lycon, have you given it any thought yet?
You mean about our guild for Phantom Thieves?
Yeah. It's time for us to build an organization of our own. Jack always supported the idea, didn't he?
I don't have any objections. But what should we call it then?
How about Mockingbird? It's a bird known for mimicking the calls of others to blend in. The same way we don high society roles for ourselves when we're out on a mission. Oh, oops. I nearly forgot. You're a terrible actor, and you're always flubbing your lines. I guess we can rule out that name, then.
No, call it Mockingbird. We're always just putting on an act, aren't we? I won't slip up on our next mission. Besides, we still ran missions together even when we didn't have a name. Having one now won't really make a difference.
No. It does make a difference, Lycon. And I don't just want a name. I want Mockingbird to become a symbol, like the sword of Damocles hanging over everyone's heads, striking fear into the hearts of the rich and cruel whenever they hear the name. Just like Jack used to say, this world isn't fair. So that's why we have to influence it however we can, and change things in our own way.
but on the basis of not causing harm to other people's lives. That's also what Jack used to say. You remember, don't you?
Of course I remember. All right. I promise.
That sounded pretty forced. Don't forget, things don't end well for people who break their oaths.
I'm good for my word. You must trust your fellow companions. That's also something Jack would say. Well then, today's the day that Mockingbird will officially start flying. Our first order of business, deciding on our symbol.
Hugo and Lycorn share a rare moment of peaceful reminiscence. Meanwhile, on the Pt2 side, the others join the operation finally arrive. Why am I all the way over here?
Looks like we're all here. Hugo, you're late again.
Do forgive me. Someone was pestering me and wasting my precious time.
Yeah, grumble. Oh, right. Other than familiar faces, we also have new friends joining us for this operation. Seems that Miss Amby is the reinforcement recommended by the manager. A pleasure to meet you. I'm Hugo. Hello, the Pt2 has already updated me on the necessary information. Rest assured, I will keep it confidential. So, before entering the Hollow, let's confirm the mission's objective once again. We'll be heading to one of the coordinates marked in Bringer's notebook and searching the area. Based on relevant information, these coordinates may contain secrets related to Exaltus. These could be treasures or something awful. We'll have to explore and find out. If there are no further questions, let's begin now. So, Lycorn and Amby? First off, also we don't ever get this area. First off, trial 220, 190. Okay, yes, they give him a W engine. If they give him trials, they have to at least give us the W engine. Gross. Maybe 105, so it's always gonna be critting. Interesting.
Say no more. Understood.
I don't enjoy obstacles in my path.
The generator room should be nearby. Over here.
Wow, you really know this place like the back of your paw.
Hugo never giving a beat talk shit.
Master Proxy.
I love it.
I hate to be the bearer.
I love haters, dude.
But there's something wrong with the circuit. It seems to be blocked.
Don't tell me. Victoria Housekeeping's high and mighty attendants can't even fix a simple circuit.
I can fix it, but I'll need a circuit diagram before I can do anything. I've seen diagrams for this type of circuit before. It's a pity that we're unable to connect to the outside world from inside the Hollow.
Just leave that problem to me.
Wise, I just sent an image of a circuit diagram to you. Have a look.
Thank you very much, Master Proxy. Now then, let's start repairing this circuit.
Master Proxy, I've organized a circuit related module. You just need to connect them the same way as you've done before.
The circuit is fixed. We should now be able to open that door.
Wait up. Wait a second. Something just doesn't add up. It's all coming together now. Communicating with the outside world from within a hollow. And getting that circuit diagram. In theory, there's only one person who could ever do that.
Don't worry about it.
Could it be your Lord Phaethon? Impossible. There's no way. But then again, only Phaethon could have done that. I mean, you're an incredible proxy, sure. And you're a good person. But could you really be Lord Phaethon?
That's me, I'm Phaethon. Nope, you got the wrong person.
That's me. I'm Phaethon. Sorry, I just never had the opportunity to tell you.
I did.
Unbelievable. Lord Phaethon, I've been your biggest fan for years now. Goodness me, Lord Phaethon was right in front of me all along, and I had no idea. This is like a dream. Could you, I mean, if you're willing, could you please give me an autograph and a group photo and...
Anything you want, but let's get out of the hollow first, all right?
Oh, okay. Sorry, guess I got a little too excited.
Anyone would be enraptured meeting someone they admire that much.
Yeah, if I ever met my favorite movie director, I'd be the same.
We should keep moving. This isn't the best place for idle chit-chat.
The door's finally open.
The proxy is Phaethon. Phaethon is the proxy. If this is a dream, I never want to wake up.
The fissure over there should lead to our destination.
In position.
Lycon, your fighting style wasn't so reserved in the past.
I've matured.
What? You call this mature? You're just being pretentious.
Look at that.
A difficult foe, that one. Let us leave this place at once. Ensuring Master Proxy's safety is our highest priority.
I won't let anything happen to you, Lord Phaethon.
Copy. It's time.
Say no more.
Lord Lord Phaethon, how are you feeling? Are you tired? Do you need a break? Some food? Water?
She's bugging, dude.
Thank you for your concern. I'm fine.
You're blocked off by a complicated mechanism.
Master, a complex mechanism has been detected ahead. To pass through, you need to activate all 3 smaller mechanisms. Suggestion: split up and handle them simultaneously to save time.
So, we have to head to 3 different places to crack this thing.
Huh? We're splitting into 3 groups? In that case, I'll protect you, Master Proxy. I can take care of one myself.
That leaves the last one to me, then.
You should go with Hugo.
What's that supposed to mean? We get along just fine, don't we, Miss Cunningham?
I don't know
Like,
what's
what can I
going
go
on
with you,
with
Andy?
you two, but you've been bickering the whole time. It's annoying. This is a good chance for you guys to build some rapport. Anby's got a point. Hugo, just go with Lycon.
You just want to be alone with your Lord Phaethon, don't you, Vivian?
Huh? That's not it!
Should we talk it over again?
Maybe we should go over it all again. You know, just in case anyone's not fully on board.
Yeah, like what
There's no
hasn't
need,
chimed in.
Master Proxy. Our top priority right now is to crack the mechanisms as soon as possible.
It's just a simple mechanism. I can handle it solo. Lycon, you better not slow me down.
I really want to recommend you two some movies for a crash course on teamwork.
So, if there are no objections, let's proceed with the assigned squads. You really enjoy posing as the leader, don't you? I believe everyone is well aware that within the Hollow, Master Proxy is the only leader. Do you enjoy arguing like this? Does it make you happy? I'm pretty sure it does right now. They're at least interacting with each other, and they wouldn't be talking to each other this much if they weren't having at least a little fun talking shit to each other. Clearly, it doesn't, Miss Amby. Lord Phaethon, are you tired? Would you like to rest for a moment? On my lap? Would you like me to make you a sandwich? Shut up, Vivian. I'm fine, let's keep moving. As Proxy said, let's make it quick, friends. What am I sandwich, Vivian? Oh, damn!
Lord Phaethon, there are too many ethereals here.
You just started.
We have to find a way to close that door and stop the ethereals from flooding in.
Yep. Yo, she's beating it. Get him!
Leave it to me.
35 damage, 186
right
crit.
now.
Okay, crazy. You're crazy. You're like 40 something. Proconomy or something. Either anomaly. Do it. Oh, actually, anomaly. Ooh, she did. They're steamy. They're like the black smoke. What's the black smoke about? So he's actually doing good damage to them. It's gonna take forever for them to destroy them. Ooh, that was a good one. Damn. Took him to the other side of the world. I gotta beat you up in this corner. Ooh, 2-1. Ooh, god damn. She is putting it away. Not gonna lie. Gotta pull her now. God damn. Alright, Vivian, I'll help you. Oh, weird. Sorry, all the slashes together just didn't sound like it was going well for her. Lord Faithin, I'll leave the door to you. Don't worry. I will take care of these ethereals. I will not let these ethereals touch Lord Faithin. Yo! New minigames? I love minigames. I love it. I love new minigames. Great work.
Lord Faithin, seems like we both need to press down on these mechanisms at the same time.
Fuck, I hated this Final Fantasy 7.
Sure enough, Lord Faithin and I share a deeper connection. Sorry, I hope I'm not being too forward. Goodness me, somehow I'm fighting alongside Lord Faithin. It's like all my dreams are coming true. I'm going to wake up any second now, aren't I?
I'm real.
No, this isn't a dream. I'm real. See? You can even hold my hand.
You're giving her a freaking heart attack, Wise. Stop.
Not only is Lord Faithin incredible, but super kind. That's it. I pledge to be a die-hard Lord Faithin fan until my very last breath.
I'm happy to hear that. Don't get me wrong, but why do you like Faithin so much, Vivian?
Lord Faithin is my light. The one who saved me in my darkest, most desperate times. Like a deity who rescued me. You probably don't remember, but you really did save me that day. Wow, it's so embarrassing to say all this in front of you. Sorry, I hope I'm not bothering you too much.
No, I don't. Thank you for your...
No, you're not a bother at all. Thank you for your loyal support.
I should be the one thanking you. Just being able to see
You've done it
Lord
like
Faithin
70
makes
times
me
already.
the luckiest person in the whole world. Sorry to keep babbling like this. I wonder how the others are doing. I'm sure Anby will be able to manage. She's great at this kind of stuff. But as for Hugo and Lycon, let's just hope they don't get into a fight with each other.
There are too many ethereals here. Though, it's not a huge problem.
Off balance. What you deserve.
The final step is to operate this console. Just like the movies. Bring down a level with this decisive pull. Great. No monsters. Let's go meet with the others now. That's it for Amby's side? That's it for Amby's side? We can at least have had like 3 rooms. Meanwhile, on Lyco and Hugo's side. Luckily, the 2 duos went to 2 panels.
So, we have to cooperate to solve this problem. I have no intention of arguing with you right now. Master Proxy and Miss Vivian are elsewhere, and we must rendezvous with them post-haste.
What a coincidence. That's exactly what I was thinking. Just this once, we should trust each other. For the Proxy.
I have no objections.
Very well. Then you'd better keep your word. I know you've never fully trusted me, Lycon, even before it all fell apart.
Yes, you've always been sus as hell. And you've already came out to Lycon and Jack beforehand about your views on the world and how you're jaded and how you're how you've been affected by the way that you've been growing up and everything. Like, it's not hard to distrust you. But okay. Lycon is silent for quite a while. Seemed to be caught in some memories from long ago.
You wanted to speak to me alone?
Is that Jack?
I know you and Hugo are as thick as thieves and don't hide anything from one another. But you can't tell him what I'm about to tell you.
Did something happen with him?
Hugo is an intelligent and gifted child. He learns everything I teach with ease. In time, he'll grow beyond me. Reach a place where people will marvel and look up to him as a beacon.
Yeah. As much as I hate to admit it, he always picks things up just a teeny bit quicker than me. But none of that matters, because I can overpower him easy.
I don't think being gifted is a good thing for him.
What do you mean?
He bears a dark and painful past. What he was taught, the hatred he was faced with, everything he picked up, it's all become an integral, inseparable part of him. I believe that beautiful flowers can blossom even in the darkest abyss. But the roots of that flower would draw from evil instead of good. Hatred instead of love. It's a curse that flows through his lineage. A curse that fate branded him with. I've seen far too many people like that throughout this long life of mine. They struggle with this curse their whole lives. But they all end up failing in the end. The path of light is narrow and fleeting. And the darkness is filled with such temptation that dropping your guard for even just a moment can send you spiraling straight into the abyss.
Do you mean Hugo's going to be a bad guy?
I don't know. I hope he'll always stay true to his heart. That he won't give in to hatred and ambition. That he won't become the dragon that must be slain. But he has inherited the seed of evil. You cannot let it take root. I'm afraid I won't be there to help you. There's not much life left in this old body of mine. So then, Lycon, promise me now. You must hold his chain tight. To restrain him. To stop him. And when necessary, to choke him.
Back to the present. After a bout of not-so-happy cooperation, Lycon and Hugo finally managed to deal with the mechanism.
You've become slow. Or maybe you've been on guard against me this whole time. And that's what's slowing you down. Looks like I was right. Lycon, I hope you're aware that the one who betrayed Mockingbird and went to work for the Mayflowers was you. Not me. I would never betray my companion.
I don't wish to repeat myself, but you should not break our oath.
That's the path I've chosen, and I'm going to stick to it.
But you know that path will lead you the wrong way.
Who are you to lecture me about right and wrong?
I believe any path that makes you feel pain must be the wrong one.
Your disgusting sympathies make me sick, Lycon. There's only ever been one person who can kill me or save me, and that is me.
Great, it worked.
Stop staying behind me like that. After a while, the team has completed their respective tasks. Everyone gathers together. I can't believe we're the last squad to arrive. Clearly, this is thanks to a certain someone. You wouldn't have come in last place if you weren't so busy arguing. For perfectly coordinated partners such as Lord Faith and I, coming in first place is to be expected. Shouldn't Let's Play treat everyone else? Alright, fair enough. Once we complete this mission, I'll treat the proxy to a meal. Since when did we agree to a race? I like how Lycon's a little bit competitive with that line. Because if it was a race, oh shit, nah. Lycon and Hugo would have soloed us. Everyone, the location marked in Bringer's notebook is not far from here. Let's move out. You hear strange noises coming from ahead.
That was loud. What's happening up ahead?
Hold on, everyone. I'll go check it out.
By the way, there's several types of
Probably
enemies
multiple ethereals attacking.
that haven't fought
Just
yet.
in case, I'll go with
In
you.
story.
Vivian, you should go with them too. Keep an eye on Lycon, will you? I'm worried he might sell us out to the mayor when he gets the chance.
I'd never do that. But if Miss Vivian wishes to join us, she's more than welcome.
Okay, then I'll go with you.
Why would Lycon betray you even after you betrayed him? You can tell that he still has feelings for you and cares about you as a person, but doesn't like the way that you are living your life. It's literally all Hugo, and he's super fucking jaded.
Why do you look so nervous?
I've spent so much time by your side already. I need to get away from Lord Phaethon for a little bit, or I might die from this overwhelming happiness.
If that's the case, Miss Vivian, feel free to come along with me.
Okay. Alright.
Vivian stumbles off with Lycon as if they're days.
So, how does it feel to be worshipped, Lord Phaethon?
Please, can you shut her up? You had that figured out a while ago, didn't you?
You had that figured out a while ago, didn't you?
Sharp as always. But of course, I couldn't spoil it for her. She has to figure it out on her own. That's what makes it special.
Not only that, you asked Lycon and Vivian to leave for some reason. Is there something you'd like to say to me?
I can't keep anything from you, can I? I've always treated Vivian like my own little sister. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but she looks a lot like Serena. I think I mentioned it before. Serena was my half-sister. She passed away a long time ago. Vivian really likes you, whether you're faith-in or just wise. Of course, I also have a lot of respect for someone like you. Strong, fair, and genuinely kind. So I hope... I beg you, please keep her safe.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Hang on. What's that supposed to mean?
Think of it as the last bit of conscience I have left. A kid as pure as her. She should stay alongside someone who walks in the light. Like you. Not even Vivian can agree with all my beliefs. One day we'll go our separate ways.
Your beliefs? What do you mean exactly?
You probably heard from Lycon. We swore an oath when we started Mockingbird. We swore to use our own hands to right the wrongs in this world. But never, under any circumstances, would we take another human life. I stayed true to my words. Until my father, the man I hated, stood right before me. I could have ended his life easily, but I hesitated. I remembered that damned oath and their repeated attempts to convince me I didn't do it. Because of that, innocent people died. All because of him.
Wait, so there's So they're basically saying like Hugo didn't kill all those people. It all happened because he wasn't able to kill his father due to the oath. Now since he has the oath with Lyclone, he holds resentment due to the fact that he couldn't save all those people from being killed. And potentially those people might have been his family. Don't redeem his character like this for me. Stop that.
None of those tragedies would have happened. People like him don't deserve to live. After that, I realized sometimes taking one life really can save countless others.
I understand where you're coming from.
I knew you'd understand. Vivian has a good heart. I don't want her to get her hands dirty. But you know how it is. In this world, someone has to be the bad guy. So, I want to apologize to you.
Why apologize all of a sudden?
You're incredibly strong, kind, capable, and really, really lucky.
Yeah.
The world needs more people like you.
Extremely lucky.
Remember that revenge movie I told you about, Children of Devils? I still haven't found it, but I came across another videotape with the same name. Turns out, in that story, the Children of Devils are actually the children of gods. Sorry for rambling. Hope you don't mind. They should be back soon. Please, look after Vivian for me.
In position. What is this? It looks like a cocoon.
Careful, everyone. If I'm not mistaken,
sacrifice, yeah.
That's a sacrifice in there.
It appears to be in hibernation. We don't know when it'll wake up.
If it does wake up, we'll be in serious trouble.
Wait, those spots Bringer marked in his notebook. Are you saying each one might have a sacrifice like this? That means there must be at least a dozen of them. And that's only counting the ones we know so far. These sacrifices may still be hibernating, but the fact that there are so many of them out there is terrifying. The Exaltists must have a way to revive them. And that's not all. These sacrifices can exist outside the Hollows. If they make their way into populated areas...
I'm afraid it will lead to a catastrophic disaster likened to the fall of the old capital. That's almost certainly what they meant by vengeance against all New Eridu.
They can survive out of the Hollows? That's crazy.
Let's find a way to get rid of these sacrifices. We can't let the Exaltists have them.
Thank you for helping me find this sacrifice. But sorry, kids. You won't be the ones to keep it.
It's that annoying old man. Why is he here?
I'd advise you to choose your words wisely, young lady.
You were from the Ravenlock family. So it was you.
That face. Oh, I know you. I heard about what happened to your friend. Truly unfortunate. If only she'd been smarter.
It seems your goal was this sacrifice all along. You've been tailing us, haven't you? Keeping your distance so that I wouldn't notice.
As expected of a Wolf Thyran, you are very perceptive. That's right. All thanks to your ex-partner, we were able to carry out our plan smoothly.
My ex-partner?
I'm not exactly happy being called that, but what he said is true.
Hugo takes one step forward and walks over to Hartman's side.
Wait, Hugo, what do you mean?
I made a deal with Mr. Hartman in advance. So, would you kindly step aside and let us have this sacrifice? Of course, you can choose to refuse, but if you do, then I'll have to take coercive measures.
What did you offer him?
Everything we know about the sacrifices plus the core itself.
But why?
It's simple. I want to climb higher. Mr. Hartman offered me a chance to join TOPS. Who could say no to that?
No. Impossible. You promised to help me investigate the Exaltists. You told me the whole point of Mockingbird was to do anything it takes to bring a little justice to this world. Was all of that just a lie?
You're just too gullible, Vivian. I also told you, everybody lies. To hide their true intentions, people lie so smoothly, they don't even bat an eye.
What a wonderful show of betrayal and backstabbing! Bravo! I've got no interest in your little feud. But would you all be so kind as to step aside? My men still have some delicate handiwork to do. To extract that sacrifice behind you.
Over my dead body. Hugo, why in the world would you do that?
Instead of wasting your time on idle chatter, why not focus your energy on the battle ahead?
Retreat to advance. Your plans will never succeed. The conduit.
It's useless. Don't you get it? You're not just going against the people in front of you. You're not going against me. But rather, the entire Ravenlock family, even the whole of TOPS.
Conduit.
There's no chance of victory for you.
Now you pay.
They've already escaped through the fissure with the sacrifice. We have to catch them. We can't let them have the sacrifice. Hartman's mercenaries are quickly dealt with.
Oh, you guys are such a pain. Hugo, stop standing around. Time for you to act. We had a deal. Give me the sacrifice core now.
Did we? I don't remember. I imagine this is your favorite kind of entertainment.
I like the
Watching
random
allies
eyeshadow Hugo
betray
has.
each other, suspicion festering until it all turns to bitter hatred. Seeing people tear each other apart like wild beasts, just like your decaying family. Does it comfort that dead conscience of yours?
What's that supposed to mean?
I am loving the look on your face right now. Right when you think you've succeeded, I'm here to tell you it was all fake. None of it was real. Let this pain sink in. It's karma for what you did to me back then.
You're insane. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You still don't recognize me, do you? Let me give you a little hint. My full name is Hugo Vlad Ravenlock.
That's impossible. You're part of our family?
I may be an illegitimate child, but I have the same blood flowing in my veins as you.
They did say that he was the new heir.
That bastard of his. Damn it. I could have sworn you were already.
My dear uncle. You were never worthy of your position. You have no claim to the Ravenlock lineage. You may have killed all of my father's other children, but sorry to disappoint. I'm still alive. I am the true heir to the Ravenlock family.
You're a bastard. You have no right to inherit the family.
That's not for you to decide. Master Edmund is very supportive of my claim.
Edmund? That's impossible. You weaseled your way into Top's inner circle?
Master Edmund doesn't care who achieves his goal. In other words, he'd happily let me take over the Ravenlock family, as long as I'm more competent than you.
This can't be! You don't know the family's real secret!
I know a lot more than you think, including everything that you've done. Just give up. You never even stood a chance.
Damn it.
This was all fake, right? You were just putting on an act to fool this old man, right? I actually fell for it. Don't do that again. At least give us a heads up next time.
Vivian, everything I did was to rightfully inherit the Ravenlock family. That part is true. Now, I'm going to kill this man who stole what was never his. I'll make sure he can never be a threat again.
You can't kill him. We still need information from him on the sacrifices and the Exaltists.
You must be misunderstanding something, Lycon. Just like you chose the mayor, I chose Tops. At least for now, Tops has the same interests as me. I'm not going to harm my own self-interests. Be it intel on the sacrifices or the core itself. I'm handing everything over to Master Edmund.
Why?
I just want to take back what's mine. If fate is not willing to give me justice, then I'll just have to seize it with my own hands. Stealing, robbing, lying, or betraying. I'll do whatever it takes.
Even if it means selling your soul to the devil? You know about the power struggle between Tops and City Hall. Those elites at Tops would be only too happy to see the Exaltists plotting a grand attack on New Eridu using sacrifices.
That would severely harm the Mayflower's reputation and approval rating in New Eridu. And that's exactly what Tops wants to see.
If that happens, countless people will die.
I'm sorry it has to be this way, but I have to do this. I'm going to get everything Master Edmund wants. Inherit the Ravenlock name, climb to the top. And then I'll be able to change everything for good. For a permanent and absolute victory. We must endure the pain of cutting away rotten flesh. And persevere through the darkest hour before dawn. Someone has to do it.
I don't agree. Sounds like some twisted logic to me.
This is the path I've chosen. Without power, resources, or strength, we can't do anything. Mockingbird is the perfect example. All the talk about using our power to tip the scales of justice and hover over them like the sword of Damocles. It's just a delusion. In their eyes, we're nothing but annoying gnats. Mockingbird has never really changed anything or saved anyone. Never in the past, not now, and never will in the future. None of it matters.
I understand your feelings, but don't be consumed by it.
Sorry, Proxy. I know what you're trying to say. But this isn't some children's story of a dragon slayer becoming an evil dragon. Sometimes, to slay the dragon, you must first become one. With sharp claws, rending fangs, and strength enough to destroy anything. So I will bloody my hands. I will carry the weight of my sins. I will become the Abyss. It's about time you need.
Yo.
My way.
What you deserve.
Is that all?
Wide Flip the switch.
Everything you just said. Is that what you truly believe?
Of course. Are you surprised?
I have never once thought that Mockingbird was a failure.
My way.
Our actions, no matter how childish or flawed, must have made their mark on the world.
There we go. He was messing me up in the beginning.
I don't want it to end like this. There must be another way.
Truth be told, Proxy, I envy you. The world needs people like you.
Be gone.
Stay safe.
Not bad.
Time to
Pathetic.
Flip the
I'm trying to get a dodge down it after that? Get something else. That's cool. He goes out of the briefcase. Okay. See, in my mind as a fighting game player, I was like, grab.
Alright, you got me. But too bad. I have my own methods.
What are you doing?
Well then, make your choice. The sacrifice core, or your precious faith in. I know you took it. Don't forget, I'm the one who taught you that.
Okay, the core is yours. Just leave Lord Phaethon alone.
Why would you take
What a
it?
shame. Did you really think I'd keep my promise? That's right. This is the real me.
He's trying to convince himself. Oh
What's
my god.
the matter? Thinking of killing me? Didn't you say all life is precious? Drop your foolish facade.
I knew it. You...
He has inherited the seed of evil. Do not let it take root. When the time comes, you must be the one.
Don't let Ambi. Come on, Ambi. Not over the building.
Go on, kill me. If you've got the guts, do it, traitor.
Oh. No, really? No, really? No, really? Actually? For real? For real? He's not dead, obviously. But what the? No! I never thought they would actually get to this.
Master Proxy, are you okay? Are you hurt?
Don't worry.
I'm
fine. I just didn't expect things to turn out like this.
Lord Nathan,
Michael couldn't kill
sorry.
them. He can't kill them.
I had no idea Hugo would do that to you. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. No matter what, this isn't your fault, Vivian.
If only I'd noticed sooner. I should have realized earlier.
Vivian quietly walks to the edge of the rooftop. She hesitates for a long time and finally looks down. Naturally, nothing's there.
Hugo, he...
That's a hollow down there. If you need, I can arrange for someone to go in and search for his body.
That isn't necessary.
To be frank, I thought you'd hate him for his betrayal, Miss Vivian.
I do hate that he's keeping things from me, but all these years, Hugo's been like family to me. I believe he's still with us.
By the way, can we talk about how Hugo's whole weapon is literally Ruby's weapon from Ruby? Well, Scythe. Ruby's just isn't a briefcase, but it's basically like if you just put a handle on it, in the way that it's on her back, she can literally hold it like a briefcase. Is Scythe mixed with a sniper rifle, and this one is basically a laser rifle mixed with a scythe.
I feel the same. It's possible he's still alive.
I'm terribly sorry, but I must tell you, it is impossible for Hugo to be alive. My hand went through his heart.
Sorry to interrupt, everyone. But just so you know, Hartman's gone. Probably slipped away during all the chaos.
They mentioned that he's hypoglycemic. That could have nothing to do with the story. But it could also be like, Hugo is just naturally just a weird person. Not saying hypoglycemic people are weird, but they just added a really weird, random moment in there. So there could potentially be more. Like, there could be something stupid like, oh, he was born with his heart on the other side. Kind of shit, but whatever.
I'm sorry, I was so focused on Master Proxy's safety, I wasn't paying attention to him.
Same, but it doesn't matter. We all know what he did. And he will pay for what he did today.
Yes. I'll be reporting all of this to the mayor. He's not getting away with this. Well then, now that it's all over, let's head back.
What about the piece? Meanwhile, not far away stands a mysterious figure. Oh, she's back.
Another obstacle out of the way. She's going to be pleased about this. May the Creator guide us.
Fear, suffering, despair, and Destruction. That's the future I see. Lord Vathan.
The song's still going in the background. After exiting the hollow, Lycorn takes his leave while Vivian returns to the video store with us. But for some reason, she remains silent the entire way. She looks happy to me. Are you okay, Vivian? You've been a little out of it. But Vathan, I'm fine. Just a little distracted. After what happened, you should get some good rest for a few days. Yeah, I need more time to think about Hugo and the Exaltus. From what I know about Hugo, he could have easily taken down someone like Heartring. There was no need for him to put on such a show. And to deliberately use you as a hostage? But I don't think he ever intended to harm you. What Hugo said in the end, I don't know. Something feels off. And that business with the Sacrifice Corps. Maybe there's some deeper, more terrible secret behind all of this. I have a small request. It might sound a bit strange, but... Also, did we stop them from taking the sacrifice? By the way, I'm pretty sure we did. But there was just no actual mention of it after the fact. Lord Vathan, can I stay at the video store for a few days? I just don't want to be alone right now. Sure, of course, if you need it. Yeah, we're not comfortable with leaving you alone like this anyway. Thank you. I'll sleep on the couch. I won't disturb Lord Vathan at all. If I wake up and find that everything was just a dream, how wonderful would that be? Oh, so we're going to push the button? Plan G? So much has happened. My head's a mess. Better get some rest first. Ooh! First time actually really experiencing this. I'm pretty sure they implemented this after the Miyabi story. You rest comfortably, and now your mind feels exceptionally clear. Get the hell out of here, Inky. I mean, Balmung. I named him after a dot type reference. Yo! Let's freaking go. Let's go. We have, oh my god. We have more doppelgangers, and this is going to be absolutely insane, because Hugo's doppelganger is going to be, I feel, harder than Jane. Oh, physical goes hard on doppelgangers then. Are you really that different? Are you really that different? Yes. Anything too? These aren't the twins. I've fought them before. What? Yeah, here are they. Palkas, okay. Oh, is it just a new type? Okay. This is Hugo. Huh? What would this be? Nice. Cool. Alright, let's end the stream.